Hey guys, I've got for you today a video on this DIY distress locks, butterfly locks, distress faux locks, boho locks, whatever you want to call it. I'll be doing a tutorial on this style. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Alright ladies, so we're going to start off with pre-parting our hair. So I like to use a metal tail comb for this because I feel like it gives you the straightest lines and cleanest parting. So you're just going to put it from one end, measure about an inch from the nape of your head, and then just draw it across. And that's one swoop, and my lines look pretty straight. All right, so I'm going to have 4 braids at the back of my head. So we're going to just divide that into 4. You can start doing the middle and then do 2 at the sides, but regardless, you do want to braid your hair. You can choose to do an inch if you wanted to. I braided a lot more than an inch because of what the style that I will be doing, how I am doing it. And if you're doing exactly the same thing I am doing, then braid as much as you can. So the second row we're doing, make sure you do the bricklayer method, which is where the row on top has to kind of fall in the middle of the row beneath. If you don't do this, your braids or your locks will not just fall flat. It will just be weird. It won't, have a nice smooth finish. All right, so I had about 58 braids. You don't need that many. I think I had a bit too much, but anyways. All right, so now we're going to prep our hair extensions. Hair extensions was gifted from the company As Is You, same as you, I think is how it's supposed to be pronounced. I will leave the link down below. It is passion twist hair. It's really soft, it's nice and springy. You get about 20 to 22 strands in one individual pack. You get 6 individual packs in one package. So I had about 58 braids. I use about 2 for each braid, so I end up using the whole 6 packs of hair. So you want to split the hair in 2. And I personally like to do a bunch at a time. It just makes doing this a lot quicker. I think it just makes braiding quicker when you have it like this. All right, so now we're going to install our locks. So you definitely need to use a crochet pin for this. My hair is just a little bit longer than how I wanted my distress locks to be. So I decided to do this fold method, and that's why I braided a bit more with my hair. So all I'm doing is just twisting the hair around. It will unravel, but it's gonna just unravel in a moment right now. But yes, twist it around, and then you're going to crochet your hair into it. Again, like I said, I had too many braids. I think next time I will make sure my base is a bit bigger than what I have presently. My hair was straightened, and that's why it looks this way. I had my hair straightened before the style, so that's why my hair is like dead straight and no texture. All right, so when you put your crochet in, you're going to hold your hair with the shorter part of the hair extension, and then just wrap using the long part you're going to use and wrap around the short end, the shorter strand. Make sure you cover the base, and it does need to be quite tight, but make sure it's not. If right now you're twisting it and you can't, like it feels uncomfortably tight for you, loosen it up because it's going to be even tighter. So make sure you don't make it too tight and mess your hair up, or you just can't enjoy the hairstyle. All right, so you wrap around about 4 times, and when you feel like it feels quite secure. This hair is quite slippery, so make sure you do it really nice and firm. I'll be using my thumb. I'm doing the thumb method where I wrap the hair just above my thumb. So I kind of put my thumb in between to get some hair out, and then I'm going to wrap the rest of the hair on top of my thumb. So that strand is going to go on top of the thumb with the hair still in my thumb, doing that 2 times. Okay, and now I'm going to take my thumb out and then wrap underneath that wing 2 times. So this is what's creating that distressed look on your locks, that butterfly look. So I'm going to put that thumb in there again. Wrap it over my thumb 2 times. And then I'm going to take my thumb out. Wrap it underneath that wing. And then I just do exactly the same thing again. Put that thumb in there, wrap it on top of the thumb, take the thumb out, wrap it underneath the wing. Well, now I'm just remixing it. But that's the gist. To start off with, I would say do 2-2. So put your thumb in, do it twice on top, take your thumb out, do it twice underneath. And just keep doing that all the way down. When you and this, when you're wrapping it around, it doesn't have to be like super, super tight to anything, because we're going to go back up. So don't be worried if it feels like it's loose. It's okay. We will reinforce our butterfly locks when we go back up. So it would like, it just kind of all flows. Just trust me. It's going to seem a bit weird when you first do it. You may not understand it the first time, but just keep practicing. All right, so I'm taking this strand and I will be going around the lock, and then I'll be making a loop, a knot around that to secure everything in place. And we're just going to do that one more time just to make sure. Okay, so now we have that, secure. We have all that hair left. We're going to wrap all of this hair going back up. So I think this is really important for you to do, because this kind of just like, and it reinforces the lock. Whatever like weak areas that you may have when you were initially doing it, you can kind of strengthen those weak areas when you go back up. So you're just wrapping, doing exactly the same thing you were doing going down. You're just going to do that going back up. And I like to start with the shorter end, and I like to do them in sections. So I don't like to use the whole thing that's left and just wrap it up. I like to split that into, wrap it, and then do the next bit and wrap it. I feel like doing it that way just allows me to really, really ensure that the whole thing is secure. So I have this thinner end, and then I make sure this is nice and tight along my lock, my distress lock, or my butterfly lock, whatever you want to call it. Boho lock. Let me know, which one do you guys call this? What do you think the best name is? Do you like the butterfly lock, the distress lock, or the boho lock? Let me know in the comments. All right, so let's do this again. So we're going to get our crochet needle, put that in, and we're just going to shorten the hair. If your hair is not, if you're doing this longer or your hair is not as long, then you don't have to do this stage. You can just start. But I just didn't want to risk, having my hair get tangled in the ends. I feel like this would be easier to take out as well. And I think I need to do a video on how I take out these, so you guys don't go messing your hair up or cutting your hair. All right, so again, we'll get the hair. Crochet that in. And I always have one end that is longer, because one end is going to be as long as how I want the locks, the butterfly locks to be, and then the other one is the other end. So wrapping it around. Okay, so do that about 4 times. Make sure if you're doing it 4 times, do it 4 times for everything. If you're doing it 5 times, do it 5 for everything. Because if not, you'll have different, it'll look slightly different. So try and make sure it's uniform. So putting that thumb in there, and then we're going to go twice around, take the thumb out, and twice underneath. Put the thumb in there, and you just want to take like half of the hair. You don't take all of the hair. And then it's going to wrap on top of there like that, on top of the thumb. And then you take your thumb out and you go underneath the wing. And again, when you do your first level, it doesn't matter how it looks. Just remember, you're going to go back up and reinforce. So if you find like, oh, this part's thin, or this part's not as chunky as I want, it's okay. You're going to go back up and reinforce the locks, the butterfly lock, and you'll be fine. So. And also, the longer you're doing it, you may find that your hair starts to, the long length, the longer bit, strand that you're wrapping around runs out. So you may need to add some hair. And I'm going to show you that in a moment. Okay, so you're just going to grab one end and the other end, attach it to the one you're wrapping, and then you continue wrapping, and that's it. If you also wanted to like add a different color at the end, this is how you do it. You just get the other color and just start wrapping. And then I just add the other end. So I have all the long bits together and just the short bit on one. The short end is what I wrap around. The long end is what I use to wrap the butterfly lock. I hope that makes sense. All right, so I am going in and I am making a knot. And again, I'll be going up with the rest of the hair to reinforce my butterfly lock, or butterfly locks. And like I said, this is where you also fill in any areas of weakness in your butterfly locks. This is the best time to just go back and fill those in and make sure it's all smooth. And as you're going up, you're doing the same thing. You're using your thumb as well, if you want to. All right, so now to maintain it, so we use our mousse. Again, that's just going to put down all the flyaways, the frizz. It would help you tame the frizz. And I probably wouldn't do this every single day, but you know, if you're going out somewhere, you want it to look extra shiny or whatever, go ahead and put some mousse in it. Don't forget to oil your scalp, because we're also protecting our hair underneath the hair extensions. And to go to sleep, you can put a satin scarf, or you can put it in a bun, or a bonnet. What is this called? Hair bonnet. All right, so this is the final result. To the side and the back. All right, so I really love how this turned out. It's my first time doing it and I think it came out really, really well. I hope you were able to follow along with it. If you've got any questions, let me know in the description down below. If any of you are tired of seeing me with this bob all the time, because I'm always doing some short braids, let me know in the comments. If you want to see something else, like long or something, let me know in the comments down below. Someone asked me yesterday, like, why are you always doing short hair? I'm like, it saves time. But if you have any questions about this style, let me know in the description down below. If you enjoyed this content, if you're still watching, then definitely hit that subscribe button before you head off, and the like, so you can see more content like this. All right, so that's it from me, and I'll see you in my next video. If you've got any requests on things you want to see on this channel, let me know in the comments down below. Bye.